introduction for the Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay, firstly, Krispy Kreme donut is a food and beverage company that serves donut and coffee and also other snacks as well. Then their headquarters is located at Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They also have a location in approximately 23 different countries. And then their revenue in a fiscal year in February 2015 of 490 million with about 90% of revenue from United States. And then they also the first one that initiate the factory which the customer can oversee and look at how they make the donut and the customer can directly purchase the hot and fresh donut. Then they also was established from 1933 when Werner Rudolph bought a donut shop in Paducah, Kentucky. Then they start to sell at first at the grocery store, and then the donut become popular when people make a request to eat the donut in hot and freshly made donut. So this is the history and introduction about Krispy Kreme.
And mission statement of Krispy Kreme. The mission statement of Krispy Kreme to touch and impact life through joy. To make people happy by supplying the hot donut, which is the owner of the Krispy Kreme is Rudolph. He aimed to expand his operation in various parts of the world. Nowadays, the Krispy Kreme has 23 operations at 23 countries. Krispy Kreme has inspired to lead the industry through commitment, service growth, innovation, and quality that they offer. Innovation can be applied in the term of the system customer service applied by the Krispy Kreme. Rudolph began the Krispy Kreme to spread the joy to people, especially when started selling the donut directly to the customer with fresh and hot. The company was developing an innovative menu system that helped customer order product in the fast and convenient manner. The Rudolph also, as the owner of the Krispy Kreme, made innovation system in the term of technology when he supplied Krispy Kreme to be the worldwide leader in sharing delicious taste and creating joyful. The owner used his vision to display goals and inspiration of the company. The owner used this mission by creating a technology in the customer system to ensure that customer will receive the food in hot and fresh with the fast system, with the fast time taken.
Strategic tool to evaluate external environments such as economic, social, technology, governments, politics, and also the legal and competitive information. It is a strategic management tool often used to assess the current business conditions, to visualize its priorities and threats that the business is facing. It is an analytical technique related to SWOT analysis that evaluate external positions of the organizations and also the strategic impacts. The step to calculate AFE matrix, step 1, you must list all the key external opportunities first, and then followed by the trade. And next, step 2, you have to assign each of these opportunity and trades weights range from 0.0, not important, to 1.0, very important. And then the sum of all of these weight must equal to 1.0. Step 3, you must assign rating between 1 until 4 for each key external. It's according to 4 is superior, 3 is above average, 2 average, and 1 is poor. Then you need to multiply the step 2 and 3. Then you can step 5, you will get the sum, and you must total from the opportunities until the trades. And here are case studies, Krispy Kreme's donut. We have listed the opportunities and also the trade, and then here is the weight of that must equal 1.0, and this the rating that we has been apportioned for every opportunity and trade, and the weighted score we get is 2 points after total up all is 2.14, which it's fall under average total weighted score. As the average total is 2.14, therefore it indicates that there is a room for the organizations to be more aware of the external opportunities and threats.
Metric is a strategy tool that evaluate the firm internal environment and to reveal the firm in weakness and strength. The internal and external factor evaluation metric has been introduced by Fred R. David in his book that is Strategic Management. In this book, it already explained about how the organization need to list down their advantage and also their disadvantage, their threat and their opportunities. The strength and the weakness are used as the key internal factor in the evaluations. For example, in the company is strength, we have the largest manufacturing and the customer have the loyal customer. While the weakness of the company maybe the company is lack in the service served to the customer. When looking for the strengths, the company may list down what they have on their company and why their company more valuable from the competitors. In the case of the weakness, which the area of company should be improving. For example, just now I already told that the company lack on the service of the customer, so the company need to improve it. The Krispy Kreme donut, we will list down the strength and also the weakness of the company. For example, in the Krispy Kreme donut, the strength is good quality of food and drinks, and the weakness is the competition based on the price. Then, after we will eat, we will rating it based on 4 and 3, which is for the good strength, and 2 and 1 for the weakness. After that, we will rating the score, which is the weight will be multiplied with the rating. For example, in this largest manufacturing in market, 0.09 will be multiplied with 3 to get 0.27. Beside this is a Tim Hortons, which is the competitors of the Krispy Kreme donut. The total, after we make a competition, we gain the total, which is the Krispy Kreme donut fall into 2.91 and Tim Hortons fall into 2.56. This means the Krispy Kreme donut is more competitive advantage than Tim Hortons. Another competitors for Krispy Kreme is Starbucks, which is the total is 3.54, and another competitor is Dunkin' Brands Group, which the total is 2.97. So after we make this, we know that the highest competitor for Krispy Kreme donut is Starbucks, which is 3.54.
Profile metric. Okay, competitive profile metric is the metric that we allow a comparison between our firm and also other competitors using the threat and also opportunities. Okay, firstly, we will list all the critical success factor from 0 and then we will rate the critical success factor from 0.1 to 1.0. 0.1 is the least important critical success factor to the organization, and 1.0 is the most critical success factor to the organization. So for this, for Krispy Kreme donut, we will use innovation, location, customer service, customer loyalty, brand reputation, product quality, market, and also marketing. Okay, firstly, we will weight the critical success factor, and then we will assign score to our firm and also all the competitors in this industry. Okay, then after we have assigned the score, we will multiply the score and also the weight of the critical success factor, and we will get the weight score. And from this weight score, we will know which critical success factor that we are still lack of, and also we will know which of the critical success factor that other competitors dominate. Okay, firstly, for Krispy Kreme donuts, we are the critical success factor that we dominate is in terms of innovation, and the critical success factor that we are still lack is in terms of the brand reputation.
Under Krispy Kreme donut, we will list down the internal strategic position and the external strategic position. Under internal strategic position, it will be divided into competitive and the financial. Under the competitive, we will rank it 1 until 6, which is 1 refer to poor, 6 refer to good. Under the external strategic position, 1 will refer to poor, 6 refer to good. So the average we get from the competitive advantage is -4. The industry average we get 3.25, and the financial we get the average is 4.0, and the environmental we get the average is -3. So after that, we need to sum competitive advantage and also industry to get the total exceed 2x score, which is -0.75, and financial plus with the financial average we plus with the environmental average to be plot in the y score, which is 1. Graph will be like this, will be show like this, which is we will plot from 1 until 6 for exit, and we can see here that Krispy Kreme donut is conservative strategy. The conservative strategy means the business is weak position in an existing market, maybe because of they have low market share capital and low market growth.
The grand strategic matrix. Okay, grand strategic matrix is a matrix where we want to evaluate our firm strategy, which is by using these 4 quadrants. We will assign their strong competitive position, rapid market growth, weak competitive position, and also weak market growth. Next. Okay, next for the first quadrant is quadrant 1, which is strong competitive position and also rapid market growth. So all the strategy that fall under strong competitive position and also rapid market growth, it will show that they have a strong competitive base and their market is fast growing. So firm is better and to adopt this strategy into their firm. So the first strategy that fall under quadrant 1 that was being implemented by KKD is market development. So market development is where the KKD they do a fundraiser which is under the firm relationship marketing to attract new customer. So because of their fundraiser marketing, they can attract a lot of new customer from the family and also from a new customer. Okay, next is market penetration. So market penetration is where KKD use market penetration to attract customer by use a retail shop. So market penetration is where the company use a drastic move to or a drastic effort in attracting their customer. So they sell their donut into a lot of retail shops such as grocery, oil and gas, and also other retail shops. Okay, the thirdly is product development. Product development is where introduction of a new product and also innovation the existing product. So what KKD do is they introduce a new line of iced coffee. Okay, next is forward integration. Okay, forward integration is where The control is where the firm control or have power over their distributor or also over their retailer. So what KKD use is they use franchising. So they have a lot of international franchising and also domestic franchising, and also their income or their revenue come a lot from their international franchising and also domestic franchising. Okay, next is quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is a weak competitive position and but a rapid market growth. So what the firm must do when their strategy is fall under quadrant 2 is they need to overview back their strategy approach to the marketplace, although it is still increase in the market growth, but their strategy is not competitive enough. So the first strategy that fall under the quadrant 2 is market development. Market development, as I explained earlier, which is fundraiser, and also market penetration, which is use retail stock and also product development, new line iced coffee. Although these are three strategy has fall under market quadrant 1, but it still can fall under quadrant 2, because as we know from the internal environment and also from the external environment, it will affect the market development, market penetration, and also product development. It will not always sustain in the industry, so it will always change. So that's why it can fall under quadrant 2. Okay, next is quadrant 3. Quadrant 3 is a weak competitive position but a slow market growth. So when the strategy is fall under quadrant 3, they need to complete, they need to compete in, they need to consider back and make a drastic move to change their strategy. So the first is related diversification, which is the introduction of the new line iced coffee. So when the company want to introduce a new product, they need to consider the risk, also the factor that may affect their company later. So for the introduction of the new iced coffee, they need to consider whether the customer will attract and buy the iced coffee. So if the customer did not buy the iced coffee, it will bring loss to the company, and it will bring loss to the company. Okay, next is quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 is a strong competitive position but slow market growth. Okay, so for this quadrant 4, although it is in slow market growth, but it still has a promising position, which is we can expand more. So the first strategy that fall under quadrant 4 is unrelated diversification, which is the introduction of the new line iced coffee. Although it's just a new iced coffee, which is a new product, they still have chance to develop in the market. Maybe it takes a slow time to develop. Okay, next is joint venture. The joint venture is where the KKD and Keurig Green KKD is the Krispy Kreme donut, and Keurig Green Mountain Coffee agree to create the both decaf and regular Krispy Kreme coffee for Keurig coffee maker. So although we do not see the result of their joint venture in this current time, but their result may become slower, may not see in this current time, but we still have hope for their result in the long term. Okay.
Internal, external IE metric. It is a metric that positions an organization various division into 9 cell display. I will show you guys later. It also known as portfolio metric, that's similar as PCG in that because both involve plotting a firm's division in a schematic diagram. Except that axes are different because IE metric need more information about the division, and its strategic implication of its metric is not the same as PCG metric. And here, as what I say, it's 9 cell 1, 2, 3 until 9. It's divided until into 3 regions. The first region you can see is here. The second region is here, and the third region is here. The first region 1, 2, and 4 is the forward horizontal integration, which involve market penetration, market developments, and product development. It is known as intensive and integration strategies. And the second region is the hold and maintain, which involve market penetration and product development. which it is intensive strategies. And the third region is harvest and diverse, which involve retrenchment and divestiture, which is it is a defensive strategies. So back to the case study of Krispy Kreme. The y-axis is EFE that we calculate earlier, and the x-axis is IFE. As we get the result from the EFE to 14, then we have to plot it to 14 is here, and also the IFE metric at this side is 2.91. It's almost 3, so it's likely here. So we can determine that this region fall into cell 2 and also cell 5, which is this two cell is representing divisions in the cell 2 that is consists of intensive or integration strategy, and cell 5 is consists of intensive strategies.
We move to the BCG, which is Boston Consulting Group. So for Boston Consulting Group, we will graphically use to differentiate the difference among division based on the two dimensions, which is relative market growth and also industry growth rate. Okay, Boston Consulting Group is a metric that is used to identify which product that show a lot of profit and which product that we should discard. But for this case study, we will use business segmentation. Okay, so for Boston Consulting Group, we will divide this graph into 4 segments, which is stars, question mark, cash cows, and also dog. Next. Okay, so for stars, this case study is the best market share in this business segment that generate the most cash, high growth rate, and so they will consume a large amount of cash. So that's mean star segment we will put the business segmentation that generate the most cash, but they use a lot amount of cash, which is they can consume a large amount of cash, but they generate the most cash. So for stars, the business segmentation that fall under stars is for this case study is company store, domestic franchise, and also international franchise. Okay, next is cash cows. So for cash cows, they will generate more cash than what they consume. So that's mean the input of the money is lower than their output. That's mean they consume only a little amount of money, but they will generate more cash compared to what they use. And then they will have a high market share but a low in industry growth rate. Okay, so for this case study, there is no business segmentation that fall under cash cows. Okay, next is dog. Dog is both relative market growth and also industry. Both of their relative market growth and also industry growth rate is low. They will always drop, and also they not earning or using or consume a lot of cash. Okay, next is question mark. Okay, so for question mark, they have a high growth prospect, but they consume a lot of cash and only bring a small amount of return. So the business segmentation that fall under question mark is KK supply chain. Okay, so now we move to the table. Okay, so from this table we can see that company stores have 11.72 profits. Their domestic franchise is 10.22. International franchise is 25.27 profit, and their KK supply chain is 52.78. And from this graph, from this table, we will plot it against this Boston Consulting Group, which is 52.78 that I said earlier, which is fall under question mark, which is KK supply chain, 11.72, 10.22, and 25.27 that fall under stars.
Okay, lastly is the decision stage. We use the quantitative strategic planning QSPM metric, which is it is analytical techniques in the literature design to determine the relative attractiveness of feasible alternative actions. This tool allows strategic to evaluate alternative strategies objectively based on previous find external and internal key success factor. It has advantage and also limitations. The advantage is it can be used by small or large firm, which means it's flexible, or the limitation is needs the intuitive judgments. And here is the steps to calculate QSPM metric. First is to make a list of external and internal strength of opportunities for opportunity and trade for external, and also strength and weaknesses for internal. Then the step 2 is to weight each key external and internal 0.0 not important until 1.0 very important. Step 3 to give matching metric and identify alternative strategy that the organization should consider implementing. I will show later. And step 4 is to determine the attractiveness score 1 until 4. 1 is not attractive until highly attractive. And step 5 is to make comparisons of the total attractiveness score PAS, which is how to get it is by weight you multiply with the attractiveness scores. And lastly, you have to compute the sum of STA's total attractiveness score STAS. Okay, here is the calculation. As you can see, here is the external factor or also internal factor. We already weighed it. And here is the strategies, the 3 strategies: product development, market development, and divestitures. And after we multiply every strategies, then we add it at the end. We get the sums, and also goes to internal factors. And so the comment regarding this, we can see the highest is from the market share, and also for internal is growth potential. So the company needs to focus on these strategies for the internal, as I mentioned, which one is the highest. Thank you. Okay, so the conclusion is, as we make these case studies, we have discovered that strategic management is quite far from what has been expected, because we have to dig to every information to know by using the metric and also the decision stage, matching stage, so we can get the result to see the overview about the companies.